Attention gardeners in zones 4, 5, and 6. This one's for you. I know it feels like it's like the 57th day of January, or you're in false spring. Just remember, it's false for a reason. But like me, maybe you have a ton of snow. But this week is so important to the future of your garden. This week marks 10 weeks until our last frost date for zone 5B. We have a super short growing season in New Hampshire, so it's really, really important that we make sure that we get the most out of it. And a lot of times I get so overwhelmed at this time of year because I know I'm supposed to wait for things and I have a lot of things to start and I have a lot of plans, but I also have other things going on at home and on the farm, and it's just a little bit crazy. And I get a little bit stuck in decision paralysis, to-do list paralysis, and just major overwhelm. So this year, I'm bringing you along with me while I do it organized. I am going to break things down into what I need to do each week. And I have looked at the old Farmer's Almanac, and for my zip code, it says that the last frost date is most likely May 15th. A lot of zones 4, 5, and 6 are roughly around then, so I hope that this resonates with a lot of you. Starting your seeds on time can make a huge difference, and decide whether you are having a successful pantry garden that's actually going to sustain your family and make a big dent in your grocery needs, and one where you're just planting and hoping for the best and what you get is good enough. A lot of times I was the second one. This year, I am determined to change that, and I hope I can help you too. So let's break it into doable tasks that we need to get done each week. I think that is so much easier to have bite-sized pieces than just a huge to-do list and a pile of seeds that I just need to get done and I hope I figure it out. This week, I am starting my onions and my sweet potatoes, and that's it. I know that in my seed haul video, I said that I just get local starts for onions and that's how I do it. And honestly, I thought that the reason that I didn't get very big onions was because of my soil or something like that, just because I honestly forget and sometimes they just get buried in weeds, or I don't fertilize them, or the rain and watering gets a little funny. But this year I've been doing a lot of learning, and I have learned that there are two problems that I didn't even know about. The first being that I need to make sure that I am getting the right type of onions for my growing area. And so there's 3 different types of onions, and I think I've been getting the wrong one every single time. There are short day onions, long day onions, and intermediate day onions. I need long day onions. Those grow when there are long sunlight hours. And since in the winter, that's when it's short daylight around here, we have long days in the summer when it's the right temperature for growing. So I need long day onions. The second thing is that I used to start them from from seed starts. And that's wrong because those are technically in their second year. Onions are biannuals. And I had no clue that the first year is when they put all of their energy into creating the big bulb onion. And the second year, they just focus on creating flowers and seeds. I want the bulbs. I don't care about the seeds. So I'm starting my onions from seeds this year so that I get the first year bulbs, and that's all I need. I've also been learning a lot about sweet potatoes. We eat so many sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are such an amazing superfood, and they go into so many of my recipes, and they can make meals extend so easily with such good nutrition. And I've just been buying them at the store. So this year, I am determined to figure out how to make my own. A lot of local stores start selling seed potatoes and sweet potatoes in mid-April. The reason that is way too late is that What I found is you are supposed to be getting your sweet potatoes to start sprouting. Then you need to make those sprouts grow roots. Once they have really, really good roots, then they're going to be high yielding and much more successful. So I know that sweet potatoes need to be planted when it's really warm out already, but starting them 10 weeks before our last frost date gives them enough time to sprout, grow their roots, and get ready so that we can plant them a few weeks after frost. So I'm not gonna lie, I do have a few other things on my list that I really need to get done. I need to finish my winter sowing. I sow a lot of our seeds in jugs for winter sowing because it just works so much better with our lifestyle, but I haven't finished it. And I'm going to break it into more doable pieces than I normally do. So my second assignment for myself this week is to do 10 new jugs, just 10. And I'm even going to make it easier and make sure that all of my cold hardy things, like my brassicas and stuff like that, that's what needs to get finished being planted in my winter sowing jugs. That's it. I really hope that this is helpful. Honestly, I think it's going to be helpful for me too, to share what my jobs are and what my goals are. And honestly, you guys are going to keep me on task just as much as I hope I'm going to keep you on task. So check back next week so that I can share with you how my onions and sweet potatoes are doing, how my 10 jugs did, and I'll share what I have to get done next week, and you guys can jump in with me and we'll all get this done so nicely and without burnout. So thanks for coming. See you next time.